Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Thursday, 12th of October. In this update, the death toll in Israel and Palestine continues to climb. Those killed in the initial Hamas attacks has reached 1,200, while more than 1,000 people are being killed by Israeli airstrikes on Gaza. There are reports Gaza's only power station has run out of fuel after Israel cut access to electricity, fuel, goods and water supplies. Israel's PM Benjamin Netanyahu and opposition leader Benny Gantz have agreed to form an emergency government. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for all parties to avoid any further escalation.
I call for the immediate release of all Israeli hostages held in Gaza. Civilians must be protected at all times.
A tale of two polls, but there's just one answer. News Hub Read Research and One News Varian have released their last opinion surveys before election night on Saturday. Both suggest the only viable coalition is National, paired with New Zealand First and ACT, but the margins are narrowing. Newstalk ZB political editor Jason Wall says Winston Peters will be smiling like a Cheshire cat. He says it's not a kingmaker position because Labour has ruled out Peters and vice versa, but these numbers show National will need to call on the New Zealand First leader. Rural students are struggling to get into med schools when compared to their urban counterparts. Auckland University researchers found they are 15% less likely to get university entrance. Research lead author Kyle Eggleton says the gap should be primarily filled by more resources for rural schools.
Preparatory courses, we can try and do some science foundation courses for students. We try and be more supportive of rural students once they enter into competitive programs.
The search is continuing for missing Christchurch real estate agent Yan Fei Bao. Bao disappeared on July 19 and was last seen at a house for sale in Hornby. Ting Jun Kao is in custody, the 52-year-old charged with kidnap and murder. Police and a specialist search group will be scouring areas around Lake Ellesmere today and possibly tomorrow. A man has won a court order to disown twins' likely father during threesomes between him, his wife and another man. The family court published the ruling this week, outlining the man's argument he's infertile, having had a vasectomy before the birth. Their mother told the court her now ex-husband was involved in their lives, and the twins took his surname and called him Dad. But Open Justice reporter Jeremy Wilkinson says the judge found they were essentially just children who lived in his house. He says there were no photos of shared experiences, holidays or special events, and no evidence of expressions of love or affection. In sport, Ireland coach Andy Farrell has kept an unchanged run-on side for Sunday morning's World Cup quarter-final against the All Blacks in Paris. India have trounced Afghanistan by 8 wickets at cricket's World Cup in Delhi, chasing 273 to win with 15 overs to spare. Opener and captain Rohit Sharma led the way with 131 off 84 balls. The New Zealand Netball Players Association is open to allowing Silver Ferns to play for overseas clubs rather than requiring the current exemption. I'm Neva Manu. That's your latest news fix, and we'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.